one thing I will say is, y'all, your girl passed her classes. Hey everyone, so your girl has finished her first semester of pharmacy school as a second year pharmacy student. I am super excited and I just cannot believe at how fast time is going, because I remember recording my first semester pharmacy school video last year around this time. So whoa, deja vu. So in this video I'm pretty much going to be talking to you about three things. The first one is, how is second year different than first year? What have I learned this semester? And what do I plan to do differently next semester? It's like 10 million trillion billion times better. It didn't get easier. You just kind of figure out how to handle all that it is that you are given. I actually was taking more classes than I did either semester last year, my first year, so it actually should have been harder, but it was better in the sense of being able to study with individuals, being able to have friends to study with. My friends and I, we went to tutoring every week, like 2 to 3 times a week, and we would study together for our exams, and that really helped a lot because we would go over the material together, ask any questions where we weren't really sure about. I definitely was not doing that last year, and that definitely could have been a difference between how last year went and how this semester went. But you know, it's all a learning process. You know, it's a process. You gotta learn these things. Last year, you already know, like, entering my first year of pharmacy school, I had just came out of like a bad situation, and just a lot of stuff was going on, a lot of emotions were going on. But you know, a whole year later, a lot of healing has taken place. That really was different this year, or this semester at least. And this semester I went in, I was just like, you know what, I'm focused, I'm driven, and I'm not going to let individuals tell me that, you know, my wanting to do pharmacy is a mistake, or it is something that I'm not passionate about. And I feel like that took a toll on me last year, you know, and just I was so confused about everything and I wasn't sure about anything. But this year I was just like, no, pharmacy is what I want to do. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to kill this semester. Academically, like I said, I feel like it should have been harder because I was taking more classes. However, it wasn't, because I was able to study with my friends and I was on top of everything. And this semester was different because I was working. I actually worked in the admissions office every Friday from like 1 to 4:30. So on top of like having extra course load, I think I had like what, 19 credits or something like that. But I was really just focused on being organized, staying on top of my stuff, and my friends were really good with that. They would text in the group chat like, hey, don't forget that this assignment's due, don't forget this. Or we would do our assignments together even when like I would rather be in my bed, but they'll be like, oh hey, we're working on this assignment. I'm just like, okay, let me go do this assignment. Second year is different than first year because you are actually taking courses that pertain to pharmacy. Which makes no sense because in your first year you're just like, yeah, I should be learning pharmacy. Other classes I feel like I just wasn't as into because I couldn't really connect how it related to what I was going to be doing as a pharmacist, like patho and immunology and molecular biology. Like I was just like, why am I taking this? Like why? But you begin to see how all those dots begin to connect as you progress into the program. And second year, you're doing a lot of like therapeutics. We started our modules this year. This semester, we took medicinal chemistry, and then we took cardio and respiratory. In those modules, you learn about the different medications and the signs, and you know how to approach different disease states, and you know how to pretty much, you know, address certain questions that you may be asked as a pharmacist. And I feel like that was really interesting. First year is like the broader picture, you just see everything. I need to be more organized. Yes, I always say this, and I remember saying this in one of my videos, like to get organized. And I feel like I am to a certain extent, but I can do better. Like I like to do things at the last minute, and then I'm always stressed out like, oh my gosh, why did I wait till the last minute? And I feel like every college student watching this can relate. It's like, yep, that's me. I wait till the last minute because I will watch Netflix for a whole day and not do an assignment that's due in 2 days. So shout out to us procrastinators. Let me not shout us out, that's wrong. We need to do better. I do really well in group study. I learn a lot, and that's something that I did not think I could ever do. In undergrad, I studied by myself all the time and I did just fine. And in pharmacy school, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I need some help. Like, you know, my friends and I studied together. I'm like, I don't get that. Let's take it to the whiteboard. I know one of you commented and asked me like how I study, and that's basically it. Group study, group study, group study, group study. Study with your friends. If you don't have no friends, make some friends. Study with them. Go to the library. They don't even gotta be your friends like that. You could just be acquaintances, but as long as y'all study together. I learned that you have to give the extra mile. Like, there were 2 classes this semester, y'all, that I got an 89 in. Literally 1 point away from an A. 1 point. Well, A minus, but still an A. 1 point. 2 classes. That was a total of 3 credits combined that I could have had an A minus in, but I ended up with a B plus. 2 classes. So, you know, I feel like during those finals, I was just like, ah, whatever. Like, I already have an A in the class, so this final's not gonna throw me all the way off. It did. So I definitely learned, oh, I was so mad when I saw my grades. I learned to give the extra mile. Even if you feel like you're doing the most, that's fine. Still do it. Do more, actually, because it's probably not even enough. I learned that confidence plays a huge role in pharmacy school or just in any academic setting, because this semester I was so much more confident in myself. I didn't have those fears, I didn't have those doubts, I didn't question a lot of things. I was really just wholeheartedly trusting God. And when I tell you, it made all the difference. I would walk into an exam with confidence. I would study with confidence. I wouldn't quit as easily. That's something that I learned this semester for sure. And you know, I went into this semester with that mindset. I was just like, no, I belong here. I am going to become a pharmacist. So I'm going to do what it takes to get to that point. So having that confidence, even when you don't feel that great on some days, or even if you fail an exam, having that confidence can make all the difference when it comes to being a pharmacy student, a college student, or any type of student you are or job that you're in. Having confidence makes all the difference, because when you're confident about something, then most likely you're going to do pretty well at it. So even if you don't feel like you know all the material for an exam, if you walk into that exam with confidence, I best believe you'll do a lot better than if you were to walk in with fear, anxiety, stress, and just feeling defeated already. There were some exams I walked into and I was just like, Lord, I'm gonna need you to just do some stuff. But you know, just having that confidence in God and really just trusting that He is going to take care of you. So that really helped this semester. Since I re-listen to lectures, it takes me so long to replay a 2-hour lecture. So instead of waiting till like a couple days before an exam, I should actually, you know, listen to it after class. That's always my goal and I never do it. So I guess like being grounded and actually doing it is something that I am going to aim for next semester, because I hear that next semester is fine except for one module that's really hard. So I just want to make sure that I'm practicing, you know, studying ahead of time and not waiting until the last minute to prepare for those exams. This is just a whole overall life goal of mine, and that is to just, you know, spend more time with God. I feel like this semester I was super busy just with working and being a student, and you know, my time with God kind of took the back burner, and that's not okay. Yeah, so that's something that I definitely would do. Taking more time for myself. I feel like this semester I was just so busy, like I would just be doing so many different things, and by Friday after work I was burned out. So taking more time to actually go do stuff that I like to do, like going to see a movie on Tuesdays, or going to Bible study, or just taking time to just go do something that I want. Yeah, that's answering those 3 questions. Just some extra miscellaneous stuff. For those of you who just finished your first semester of pharmacy school, congratulations. Whether you did amazing or whether you feel like you didn't do as great, I hope this video and all of my videos just serve to show you that, you know, if I can get through this, you can get through this too. And that's through having faith in God. And that's through trusting that He has put you where you are for a reason and He's not going to leave you nor forsake you. Like, He is your good Father and He has placed you exactly where you need to be. So trust that you are going to make it. You are going to survive. Even if you may not have gotten the grade that you wanted in a certain class, it's okay. The ultimate goal is for you to be a pharmacist and to be a great pharmacist. So best believe that God is going to prepare you and mold you for that. One thing that I want to make clear when I say this is that sometimes, you know, when we get things that we want, like, you know, when we pass our classes or when we get a good grade on an exam, we're like, yes, God is supplying our needs. He's doing everything. But what happens when you don't get the grade that you want, or when you don't get that class grade, or you don't pass? Then what? Is God not faithful anymore? Absolutely not. The whole thing that I'm trying to get at is that God is faithful to complete what He has started. Just because you don't pass a class does not mean that He's not going to be faithful to finish what He has started. Just because you don't get that grade that you want doesn't mean that God has forgotten about your desires and your goals. Absolutely not. You have to trust that He is going to lead you, direct you, take care of you. Even if you don't pass a class, even if you fail an exam, God is going to work all of that for your good because He is the one that holds the plans for your life, and He has such a perfect plan. Like, when I tell you guys, like, this plan is so beautiful. It surpasses Instagram beautiful. Like, you know, people be posting their life on Insta and it's like, it looks so good. God is going to do one step better and actually make your life beautiful. Like, so congratulations on finishing your first semester. Please comment below how it was. I want to know everything. I'm so excited that through this journey I get to see others starting their journey in pharmacy, and I'm just like, wow, how cool is that? And I just never would have thought that, you know, having this channel, I would be so encouraged by others who are starting pharmacy school and who are encouraged by my videos. That's pretty much all I have to share for this video. Like always, if you guys have any questions, you can comment below or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. That's it. And as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, everyone.